I almost played the wrong music there.
Am I supposed to hear the music?
You can't hear the music?
No.
Oh, a lot of people can't, so it's cool.
I just hear rape like in the forest with Bigfoot taking me out, and that's all I hear right now is.
You seriously can't hear the music?
No, I'll pretend I can hear it though.
Pretend like you can hear it. Bob the head, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's got a good rhythm. I like it.
Yeah.
What is it? Brian Adams, everything I do it for you? No, I'm just kidding.
Every little thing I do it for you.
Sounds like you're singing to someone in jail.
Group hug in the showers tonight.
Well, the last time I dropped the soap was the last time I dropped the soap.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, there was probably about 4 or 5 guys, and they were trying to initiate me into the tribe. They were native, and I said, you know what? If you guys try putting anything in my shame cave, 2 things are going to happen. One, I did like the butt crunching championships, and I could, break off a piece of a rock with the old shamer there, Dick. So as soon as I said that, I didn't even have to explain number 2 because they were so freaked out by like, what's this guy talking about? Basically, I have an ass that just can crush things. So I got out of that one. Bigfoot, though, he just goes right all the way, man. He doesn't stop for nothing.
He goes right into the shame cave.
I've won a few, but I lost a few too. And it's kind of sad because I'm actually, I like to be outdoors, but now it's not so much. A lot of people say, oh, you like it. And no, I don't really like it. It's unpleasant. And it makes me feel like, well, you're rolling through the forest, you're going for a hike or something, and all of a sudden, and then the next thing you know, you're running through the trees, you're scratching yourself, and then you just got to grab whatever you can. If you guys ever come like face to face with Bigfoot, just grab whatever you can, preferably a rock, but sometimes, you got to use your fingers.
I thought you meant like grab his nuts or something, like grab whatever you can on him.
No. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the well, it depends. There's Pacific Northwest Bigfoot, and I didn't know this before, but there's different types of Bigfoots. So there's different ways you gotta handle them. Like the Yeti, the best way you can deal with the Yeti is just to try to hide in the snow, because I don't know what else to tell you. You got. I'm trying to think of ways of videos that we can make. I got the Bigfoot costume out here. I want to make something.
You got it, eh?
Well, I was thinking of using it out here just because I might be out here for Halloween, so it might work out pretty good. I might make some videos, but I don't want to. There's 1,200 people where I'm staying right now in this camp.
Yeah.
So if I pull out the Bigfoot costume, people are thinking I'm crazy, but then they won't be able to see my face because we covered up too, right? So I was thinking about making stuff, but I need someone to record me, and that's the problem. Someone crazy enough to record me with 1,200 people walking around.
You got lots of those. I'm sure you'll find someone.
Well, here's the funny thing. I remember when I first started watching you there, Weenuck. I'll call you Weenuck because I don't want to say Dick on the air. It's safer to say Weenuck than it is Dick. You know that? It is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call Dick Weenuck on this podcast. Anyways, I'm walking out the door. I made a video this morning about it. There was an empty 2-4 Budweiser, and I always see these bunch of guys out in front of the door. And I went outside. I said, "Hey, does anybody want a day drink?" And I had the Budweiser in my hand, and I got them all laughing. And then as I turned around, one guy said, "Yeah, brown sugar," like he knew who I was. So I think there's a lot of people or some people out there that see me, but they don't say nothing. I don't know if you get
definitely.
that too.
Oh, yeah.
But there was like 4 of them one of them see me on TikTok, one of them watch me on Facebook, and the other one, he knows me as Brown Sugar, so he knows of me, but I got stickers made too, so I noticed you got some stickers made there, and I actually kind of copied you a little bit. I don't know if you realize that, but you used to have a profile with your Dick Frost, and I wanted to kind of do something like that too with my name. So my name is Lee James, so LJ,
Yeah.
and my last name is Bear. In Cree, that means Muskwa. So that's how I got that, and that logo I did. Fuck, I'm just trying to think. I'll show you guys. So the logo I did on a toolbox on a work truck. That right there. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You
That's
put
what
that at the end of all your videos. Yeah.
yeah. So I put that in my videos, but I actually drew that at work. This is actually a bear. It's like a
Oh.
bear and a native. And then like I
Oh, I
wanted to
can
do one
see
with
it
the
now.
yeah, with the feathers. So I kind of wanted to do that because I drew stuff like this all the time, just freehand. I drew it on my rain jacket, to give you an example, life jacket. Uh, where else have I drew? Well, my buddy, his name is Moose. So I drew a couple days ago. I drew a moose skull on the cabinet for him on his side. So
Is he hung like a moose?
you know what? I think he is. I seen him in his. I seen him yesterday. I think he was well hung. I said, now I know why they call you Moose. No, I don't know, but we it was pretty cool. We're out here in BC. We're on our way back to camp, and I said, "Do you mind stopping off at that waterfall?" I made an ancestor video. I haven't posted it yet, but I made one there. It was beautiful. That's how I make my videos with ancestors. I like scenery. So he's like, "Man, that's beautiful." And I'm recording, and I'm literally recording, and I'm looking over, and he's in the water, and he's got like no clothes on, or you know what I mean? I'm just like, holy fuck! It was like a live video I did yesterday, or I put it on my story today, but yeah, he caught me off guard there. He just fucking just walked in there like a moose. That's what everybody calls him, man. He just walked right in there, and I was just like, oh my god, this guy's just crazy. But he's perfect for me. I've known him for on and off, I guess 8, 9 years, just working in the trades, right?
Hold on and off. How do you know someone on and off?
Because I've seen him on a job. Like we usually do a job, it usually lasts 3 to 5 months, and then you go to a different one, but you don't know where you're going. And guys will go
Yeah.
like that, and then they'll
Yeah.
meet 3 or 4 years down the road, and that's yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Those make for some pretty good stories. You know, you guys when you reconnect, sometimes they're your boss, sometimes you're their boss next time, right? And it's you know what I mean. Like just the way things work. You get promoted, they get promoted along the way, and dude, I know a lot of guys that I've seen years down the line. It's like some
Yeah,
guys haven't seen me for a while, and all of a sudden it's like I knew I fucking recognized you as Dick Frost, or fuck, man, you have kids now. Congratulations, bro. Last time I saw you, you had none. You and your wife were trying, right? And now there's two of them.
yeah. I did. I had a hard time because my daughter's mother was kind of she was just unfit. She did a lot of drinking and a lot of drugs, and I sobered up. I got out of it, but I didn't want to do that anymore. So like she abandoned us, and I've been raising her since, well, she was pretty much birthed, but a year and a half single, and then I pretty much raised her up until I met a woman, and it's kind of been kind of dark for me, man. Like my other woman there, she passed away. I don't really want to say how, because of the respect for her family, but
Absolutely, absolutely.
I lost her. That was pretty hard on me, and then I had to. She was helping me with my daughter, so it's pretty cool because I haven't been able to do camp for quite a few years, but now I can because she's old enough to stay at home.
Yeah,
So that's usually what I do, like right around now, Dick, is I'm usually playing with her online. I like to game out with her. This way I could talk to her. We could do something
yeah,
together. It's a cool way to do things like in our age. Back in the day, it was just a phone call, or maybe like later on FaceTime, but now I get the best of both worlds with her. So
how long were you and your lady for together for before she passed on?
we were going on 8 years. So it
Nice,
was,
man.
yeah, she was beautiful, man. Sometimes I even,
I seen pictures and videos of her
yeah.
that you've posted,
Remember I
and
first met her, I was just like, I don't know, I was just like I just couldn't believe I was with her. Just put it that way. I just felt I felt like I was Shrek from from the movie. Like,
You felt like you were Bigfoot.
but no, she was pretty cool. She actually she shocked me. She was German, and I went over to a place. She had dream catchers, and she had this one picture of this indigenous like paintings. So she was pretty. She liked the culture, so that's and this was kind of like right around the time Twilight came out. So she probably had a hot for a
Oh,
native, right? No, I'm
oh,
just
Taylor
kidding.
Lautner, Jacob.
Yeah, but she was pretty. She changed me. I had a lot of drive after I met her. I kept working more. I wanted to get a house and get nice things, and I did. She just wasn't around to enjoy it with me. But anyways, I don't want to bore you with that. But
Oh
I
fuck
just
no, that's your story, buddy. That's who you are,
yeah
and that's how everybody
yeah
knows you, right? And that's why I kind of want to have you on. We talked about this the other day. I asked you to come on the podcast before, right? And you were just like, hey. And actually, what spawned from that was actually, I think, cooler, right? So I asked you to come on. You're like, hey man, I don't really do that, but we should make some videos together. And I'm like, fuck yeah, man, let's do it. Let's collaborate, and we're gonna make more because man, those are fire. I
no
absolutely
yeah.
love them.
I had
Um,
guys come up to me. Hey, you got to make more videos with Dick. Yeah, well, they
yeah.
know you. The,
Oh
the
hell
guys
yeah.
I work with, they know you. Yeah.
Everyone I work with or knows you as well. And so like that's kind of why, and then it dawned on me. A lot of people have been asking for this, right? A lot of people were like, man, you need to get LJ on there. You need to get LJ on there. We love it. We love his stuff, and I was like, okay, and I'm like, well,
I
he
just
already
look
said
like
no,
shit
but
right now, man. I'm tired. My ass hurts. No, just kidding.
and I'm like, I'll take another run at him. And I wasn't gonna. And then I recorded a podcast the other night for the guy from the US. And he's like, man, I love your videos you did with LJ. And I'm like, dude, that guy knows you too, right? Dude, you're everywhere. Like
You
I'm
know,
everywhere, you're everywhere.
you know how you know that Sean the What No Way guy.
Yeah, he lives in Alberta.
Yeah, he said he likes our video. He liked our videos too. I think that's how
Yeah,
he ended up following me. It was from you. So I was like, "Oh, right on," because I watched his videos too. It's kind of weird how we're connected, hey? And I'm watching
yeah.
his videos, and I'm like, "This guy's pretty fucking good, man." And then here I am at work. Hey, Lee. That's sometimes what they call me, or they call me Bear. Hey, I found it, and I'm like, "What? No way!" Like,
It's
oh, he's
funny that
pretty
he's
funny.
changed things like that. You know what I mean? Like he's from Alberta. We've talked a bunch. He said he was going to come on the podcast. We're trying to work out. He's busy. He's very busy, right? He's blowing up so
Yeah,
much, right?
that's
And
good.
that's because he offers something, right? He offers knowledge, and people like that stuff
Yeah,
almost as much, if not more, than what we do, the comedy stuff, right? So
yeah.
it's worked out well for him, and that's huge. I love that.
You know, I almost didn't make it onto social media or videos. I was out at work. This was like a year after COVID. It was 2021. A couple years ago now, in the fall. One of the guys was like, he kept coming up to me. He's like, you're hilarious. You should make a TikTok. And I'm like, fuck, TikTok's for kids. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to be hard like I was coming out of jail, right?
Yeah.
So he comes up to me. He's like, you know what? I think you'd be hilarious. You got to really try. Just make one video. And I'm like, if I make one video, will you be happy and leave me alone? So I made one video, and I didn't know. I thought TikTok was for kids, right? Because it was new to me. I was kind of hearing it, from the background, but didn't really pay attention to it. I was trying to be old school. So I watched a few videos, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. And some of them were making me laugh, so I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. So I made an account. My first video, I think it did like, and I made it like a minute, 30 seconds long, maybe, because at the time it was like short videos were popular.
Yeah, yeah.
But I made one long, and I was talking, I was talking about jail, and I think I made it with Leslie. There was a woman I was working with, and I said, when I tell you, just grab the glove and slap me in the face. It was like one of those latex gloves.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, I'll do it. And then, yeah, I just, if it wasn't for my friend here, I was talking to Leslie in the video. I was like, if it wasn't for my friend here, I probably wouldn't have got bailed out of jail. And I just, I really look up to Spread Eagle, and I looked over at her and she got it, and just whack. So that was my first video, but it only got like 3,000 views or something like that. So it's 3,400 views, and I told that guy, I suck. I'm not doing it anymore. And I didn't try doing it anymore, right? So I was like, I was watching guys getting millions of views and all that, and I'm like, I'm no good. I'm not doing this shit. He's like, just try one more. He's like, 3,000. That's good for your first video.
Yeah, that's
So
it. That's pretty good.
so I did my next one did 47,000 views. So then that's how I started, but I almost
Hooked.
didn't. Like, yeah,
It's the
it just
adrenaline of a big video, man. That shit that
yeah, I
gets
was
right
like,
to you,
holy
and you're
fuck,
like,
I'm
oh, off to the races. Here we go.
I'm looking at all these people watching this, and it's crazy. And I actually, Dick, I got one last year. Yeah, it was winter 2022. I was coming home from BC, and this guy, he sped right by me. He was going fast. He was going home, right? But the roads were shit, and we're driving like I think it was like 1,600 meters on this mountain. So the roads are snow, right? And they're kind of got that packed ice. So I was just like looking over at my daughter here, and I'm like, that fucker's got to slow down, being one, like, when you're driving. Holy fuck,
Yeah.
man, what's your house on fire or something, right? So I come up to him about 20 minutes later, and his truck's flipped over, all this shit's all over the ditch, and I pulled out my phone. And that's when I was like, hey, you can't park there. And then that video got 10 million views, 1.4 million likes just for some idiot driving fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had a lot of people, especially on Instagram. They were messaging me about they wanted to use my video. A couple of people said they'd pay me. I said no, 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 no. Just get it out there. Use my name, and I'm happy with that. I didn't take no money
Yep.
for the video, and I think it helped my account because I just blew right up, and then it grew a little more. But I've been getting a lot of guideline warnings because I'm getting a little carried away sometimes,
Yeah.
especially with the deadly cousins. I get reported so much because I'm borderline like breaking the woke rules, like with
Yep.
the
Yep.
the
Yep.
shame cave, like, oh, you were over at your cousin's. Oh, I seen what you did to her. Fuck off, man. You don't even know what you're talking about, like trying to you're sleeping with our fucking auntie, like stuff like that, eh? So it's pretty bored, but some of it gets away, and it's weird. Like I'll get warnings on Facebook, but I won't get warnings on other ones. I don't know. It's just
Yep. All right.
I like
So you're pipelining, eh?
yeah, but I work in refineries. I worked in pulp mills. I did something recently with like an upper management thing, but I didn't like the hours, and like I worked 30 hours for 2 weeks, and I'm like, yeah, I can't live off this. Like EI almost pays more than what I was getting with them, so
It's
I
not
came back
good.
to pipeline. It's tough, but I want to be at home. Like I'd like to try to be at home.
Yeah.
I have ideas, and I'd like to retire by 50. And if I do work, I only want to work half a year.
There you go. How old are you?
Yeah, 42. I'm getting up there,
That's
man.
not bad, man. You're
Yeah.
like what, 8 years older than me. That's not too bad.
Well, I guess I'm doing pretty good compared to some of my other family members. Like my old man, he died at 58 cancer, and then my mom last year, she was actually 59. So the life expectancy isn't supposed to be past 60 from the looks of it. But no,
Well,
I'm
hey,
I'm I'm different though. Like my old man, he worked in a welding fabrication area, and I was there when I was in high school, and it was just awful. Like like the welding silt, the fumes, and I was like, holy cow, man! And he did that like 30 years, right? So
yeah,
that's what got him. It wasn't. I don't think it was family because my other grandma and grandpas were like in their 80s, up there. So and then my mom, like, I don't know. I guess I could tell you guys like how I got to be like this. I grew up in Winnipeg in the
oh,
north.
whoa, whoa, whoa! We
Yeah.
got to check you for knives. You packing right now?
No, I actually
No.
was actually pretty good. Like I always was a good kid, and I knew bad shit, and there was lots of bad shit going around me. Like, give you an idea, one of my brothers is in jail right now, and he's in Winnipeg. My other brother, he got out. I don't know when he got out, but he was in there kind of recently. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years or something like that. So to give you an idea, like the road I came down, and I knew it was bad, but I met some fucking funny people, like, and a lot of them were like they gave me my humor, like, you know what I mean, and it was raunchy, dark humor kind of,
Yeah.
but like I just remember like I got to give you an idea how bad it was. I would wake up some mornings and there would be people in my house I didn't know who the fuck they were. They were all passed out in there, and I was like 9 years old, right? Oh, here's a cool story I remember when I was 9. I stole a cop car, and I'm not kidding you.
At
So
9.
I'll tell you how it happened. So there was this auto body shop, and I was a kid, and there was like 3 or 4 of us. We went and hopped over this fence, and this is right around the time Terminator 2 came out. Do you remember when Arnold reached for the keys and the thing fell down, and so
Yep.
that's what we were doing in the cars, right? And we went into one of these cop cars, and it just so happened the keys were in the visor, and we all freaked out and they're like, "Oh man, let's try getting this going." And I was 9 years old, and I thought, like, I didn't know what the how to fuck to drive, and I thought, when they had 1, 2, 3, and like R, N, D, and then they had the 1, 2, 3. I thought 1, 2, and 3 like was like one's fast or one's slow, two's medium, three's fast. Being 9 years old. So I put her in one. Oh, we'll take it easy on this one. So I got this cop car going, and I'm in the auto body place, and I'm trying to the gate's locked, so I'm trying to get out, and I smashed this fence with this cop car. I'm trying to get out, man. I'm not kidding you. And my brother just takes off, and it's kind of funny how this worked out. I never really got caught when I got like older too much, but he got caught quite a bit. But I probably wasn't the best brother at the time for influence. But I remember like we couldn't get out. The fence was like bent, like like a fence is like that, but it was like that, like halfway. Like we almost got out, but it was just getting too like we knew what we were doing. I knew what I was doing was bad. So I went home, and I think it wasn't very long. Those fucking kids ratted me out. It was like 25 minutes. The cops were at the door. And I just remember my mom, it was back in the day. I get spanking. She used to use the fucking wooden spoon and just
Oh, the
fucking
ladle.
bare ass, man. The fucking pants down, boom, boom. But she didn't. I remember listening to her talk to the police at their front door. The cops didn't even want to see me. They just knew they couldn't do nothing. I was 9 years old, right? I
Yeah.
just remember my mom crying, like just like bawling, like she was like, she couldn't believe what I did. Hey, like, your son smashed the cop car. Like it's just something that a 9 year old. You just imagine your kid. Weenuck, your fucking kid, 9 years old. Doing that. It's just crazy to think of. But she didn't discipline me or nothing. I think she was just so overwhelmed from the shock of it. I was almost like at the door, kind of getting ready to put my pants down for her. I was expecting it, but yeah, she didn't do that. And yeah, that was probably to give you an idea, like kind of like my where I came from, and it was pretty cool because I met some people that had an influence on my life when I was there because I got to see through their experiences that I didn't want to go that way and like doing that shit. And I think what I did to my mom that day, it really made me like realize like I can't do that stuff anymore. And I actually
Got to break that
built a good
cycle. Yeah.
yeah, I built a good conscience, and I kind of like veered away from that and the crowd, and I met better friends, and it was pretty cool because I think the best thing I learned out of that was I got to get out of Winnipeg, and I did. So
Hey, the best
I'm
road
glad I
out of
did.
Winnipeg. the best road in Winnipeg is anyone that leaves it, right?
Yeah. Oh, that was rough. I remember when I first came out to Edmonton, it was like, I just everything was new because when you're in Winnipeg, it's like older buildings. It's like
Yep.
Parliament style kind of buildings, and like the actual buildings and the hotels are like that. So it's, I think, don't get me wrong, there's newer places and it's renovated now, but when I left there, it was looking pretty rough, and I think it was like the homicide capital of Canada when I left. So it was like, yeah, it
And
was
then
crazy.
and then it went to Edmonton. The homicide capital became Edmonton when you went there, or what? Just
A
slaying the
few years
ladies, right?
after, a few years after it went up, but it was. I liked being in Edmonton. It's just you're close to everything, and it's a good hub for work. Like
And
I've
you live
worked,
close to me too.
yeah, I've worked in Fort Mac, Edson, Drayton Valley, Red Earth. That's up there by.
Yep. Up
It's kind
by
of in the middle. Zama Lake,
yeah.
or no, Zama City. Sorry, Cold Lake, Conklin, Lloydminster, Calgary, Red Deer, Innisfil. Just trying to name these places off.
Just doing the
Exlaw.
whole oil field tour, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, everywhere,
Yeah.
man. But
Yep.
met so many people, a lot of people that I like. Some of them gave me reach arounds when I was up in upper management. Um, they're
There's nothing
pretty
wrong with
good.
that.
Well, the best part about doing that is, you know, some guys they don't go right for the wee knock, man. They like to go for the medicine bag, and it's okay. I'm okay with it, you know. No, no, I met a lot of fucking bag lickers though, man.
Oh, dude, I'm dealing with quite a bit of them over the last couple of months here. Over the last
Yeah,
few years, obviously, but it's been really bad lately because these guys can't get by with their work skill. They can't get by with work ethic, right? Because they have none. So they get by licking the bag, right?
yeah.
And it's annoying. It is. It's annoying.
Some of them go right for the shaft.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
they don't even waste time, and it's, it's
And
you.
dude, they don't even choke on it. They're just like ah, right in there, dude. They don't. They're no gag reflex, no nothing.
Ah, ah. Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
fucked up,
shit.
man.
What
Anyhow,
camp are
so
you in?
what's that?
What camp are you in?
Horizon.
Oh, okay.
It's where the sun goes down. I'm just kidding. Horizon
What are you
over
gonna show?
there.
What are you gonna show? Your Nook Shook?
Maybe I was thinking of doing that. Yeah, sure, I'll show it up. So when I'm out of town, I was telling we nut this earlier. I like to bring a little bit of piece of home with me, and every job I go to, I like to try to make one of these guys. And I even got my coaster with me. I don't know if you can see that. Whoops.
No, you're black now. There you go.
Okay. How's that?
That's good. Yep.
Good. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then this is holding my phone right now. Pretty
Oh,
cool.
look at that. Look at does that tongue that make you
And then
jealous or what?
I got that too for my PS5 controller. That's a Elite. Fucking
Yeah.
almost a
What
$300 controller, man.
I know. What game do you have for the PS5? What do you
Oh
usually
man.
play?
Um, actually, you know what? I'm kind of playing PC right now. It's You probably never even heard of it. It's called This Is My Land. It's a I'm not kidding you, man. I'm not kidding you. And
Oh,
it's
shit.
on PC, and it's about these natives that try to take their land back. And they're going up to the settlers, and they're fucking bow and arrow, and they pick up their guns, and then they go to the next camp and they start using the guns. I'm not kidding.
Offering a
I'm
smallpox blanket.
I'm gonna make a video. Like I'm trying. I got about an hour worth of clips, and I want to make a series out of it. But I don't know
That's
if I'm
cool,
gonna call
man.
it "This Is My Land." I'm gonna. It's a video game, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. But it's with me, with my ideas of voiceovers. Like I just picture like doing funny shit, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there and see if that guy will give me some of his hides, like, and then just go over
Yeah.
there and So I got some writing. That's what I like to try to do. I find my better videos are good spontaneous, but I find some of them are good too when I write them. So
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
depends what people like, right? Just
absolutely.
what they're gonna watch. Oh, this isn't too bad. But you know what? I'm kind of learning. You got to do something that's kind of cool, like right off the bat.
Yep.
It's hard because if they think it's like they'll just keep scrolling, right?
That's
So
called the hook. You got to hook them in right away, right?
yeah,
You got to like throw
it's
that hook
hard.
out, hook, boom. What
I'm
up?
trying to do some different stuff. Like I usually do a lot of videos of just me, but
Yeah.
lately, like I think I kind of maybe got that idea from you because sometimes I see you with your coworkers, so I'm trying to do that myself, like, show my guys off. Because now that I'm more getting more well known, they're okay with me recording. Before they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know what I mean? But now they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, sure, right." So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that.
I've tried to get a lot of people in, and you know what? For the most part, everyone is down. But there's just a lot of times where I understand. After work they don't want to hang out, right? And I don't want to hang out with them either. But then there's during work where we're all dirty and we're sweaty and they look so luscious, and
Salty.
we yes, yeah, exactly. I want
You
in
get
their
a
shame cave.
high sodium content in your bloodstream from all the salt you're looking. I
Yeah,
said
eat a
that.
lot of
I said that. I
watermelon.
said that. I said that to one guy. I said you got. I said what was the guy's name? Ryan. I said Ryan, you got a lot of sodium in your blood. Like, did you test for a sodium? And he kind of was like thinking, like, what do you mean? Well, from all that bag you're licking, like, God, fuck you.
I'm using that, man. I'm using that. That's good.
Yeah. But I thought of that and I'm just like, just thinking like, how could I do that? Oh yeah, that does, you sodium, salt. Yeah, so it works. So
That
yeah,
is good. I like that. That's funny as fuck, man.
I haven't
Right
used it in my
now,
videos.
right
Yeah,
now on PS5, my wife and I are playing God of War Ragnarok.
yeah. I got my daughter into God of War Ragnarok, and then she wanted. I said you should try the first one and then play this after. So she's into it too. Yeah, actually, the best game I think I played with my woman that passed away was The Last of Us. She really liked it because it was trippy. Like when it first came out, like you could hear like you can hear those fucking clickers in the background. I don't know if you played it, but
I've seen them.
it's
I've seen the show.
yeah. Well, the game
Yeah,
is just as good. Like it was game of the year, right? So it's pretty
yeah,
good. But it was hard because she never was into video games, and being a guy. So I said, "Why don't you try this, big baby? We can play it." So we took turns. Oh, she just loved it, and I remember like the opening 5 or 6 minutes, like you could see tears in her eyes because she was just hooked. The
yeah.
story was good, like and people probably know by now, but he loses his daughter in the beginning. She gets shot, right?
No
Yeah.
spoiler
So,
alert.
but it's been out for 10 years. So if you haven't played it,
Yeah.
well, you got to do something about your life. It's pretty good though. Like I highly recommend it.
Do
And
you?
there's yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. And there's. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Do you remember Planet? Or do you remember Roller Coaster Tycoon?
I've seen it, never played it.
Okay, so it used to come in like a cereal box for the PC, right? And so I played the shit out of that for years and years and years. Like up until like I'll play it right now. I actually have it for the Nintendo Switch that I play it on. So but I used to play it on PC a lot. And then in 2015 or 2016, its successor came out, Planet Coaster, and it was everything that Roller Coaster Tycoon should have been. It was like Roller Coaster Tycoon on steroids. But I had a laptop that couldn't handle the game, right? You need a really good graphics card. So I'd play it for 10 minutes, my laptop would crash. I'd boot it back up, play it for another 10 minutes, laptop would crash.
What
So
kind of
I put it
laptop you
away.
got?
Oh shit, dude. I don't even know. It was an Acer.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so I put it away because honestly, it was getting frustrating. So then, I don't know, 8 9 months ago. What's this? Oh, Alienware.
Yeah, man. Just bear with me, please. It won't take long, Dick.
Yeah. So I 8 9 months ago, I saw that it
Fucking
was
turn that off.
maybe it's dead. 8 9 months ago, I
Could
saw
be.
that the
No,
game was
seriously.
on a yeah, Alienware. 8 9 months ago, I saw the game was on PS5, so I went out and bought a PS5. I'm like, I gotta play this game. I haven't played it in
Damn.
years. Oh, it's loading. Nope, did it shut off? Nope, it's loading. There you go. She's coming.
Anyways, you're
So
7%.
it was $130 this game. I got it
Yep.
on sale because of all the add-ons and all the DLCs over the years. I got it on sale for $40. Well, $35. I fucking picked that up, dude. And whenever I get the chance, I play it. I'm in the middle of building Super Mario Land. So,
And when did this game come out? The year?
whoo, for PC 2016, for
Oh, okay. So it's not that
PlayStation.
old.
It's not that old. Oh no, Planet Coaster's not a Roller Coaster Tycoon's like 20 years old, but Planet Coaster's only like 5 or 6 years old.
Okay, I've heard of that game. I know. I'll look it up just to see what it's about. Yeah, I'll check it
I
out. I'm
like I
kind of a
like
gamer.
building shit. I like building shit, and I like designing like uh roller coasters and parks and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, and playing like the missions and stuff like that, storybook mode. Basically, you could get into the personal finance side of things. You got to try to make as much money as you can while spending the money. Try to make your park look attractive, hire security, hire janitors, hire maintenance, and oh dude, it can get pretty crazy. I ended up finishing my one map a few years ago with $1 million in the bank, and
Holy fuck!
yeah, that's after spending a fuck
It's
ton.
loaded, man. What are you doing here? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, and fucking no, man, it was a lot of fun, and I got out. They say get out while you're on top. Well, I had $1 million in the black, so I'm like, I'm quitting this game. I'll start a new map.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
reminds me of the fuck was it? Not Civilization. There was another game. It was like a
Sim
building
City,
kind of game. Yeah, I guess so.
Sims.
Yeah, I played that back in the day. I remember.
The Sims
I
was
remember.
like that too.
I remember like the tornadoes and like you have to like repair after
Yeah,
anything like
yeah,
natural disasters, earthquakes. Ah.
yeah, yep.
And then I got raped by Bigfoot, and it all changed after that. Got knocked out. I remember I woke up. My coveralls were around my steel toe boots, and I'm like, what the fuck? I looked down, and all
I
I
got a
could see
question
was,
for you. I got a question for you.
yo,
As an Aboriginal, right? As an
yeah.
Aboriginal, like, what are some of the hardships that you face on site or have faced on site throughout the years? Maybe not now, but over the course of the years, like some of the just some shit you've had to endure or face, I guess.
Um, you know what? I've met a lot of friends, so it's for me being in the industry. I think it's helped me. Most of the guys I have met have been family men, so I haven't really met anything that's like. And I've always been a hard worker, so I got respect that way. So not really. I guess for me, not really any difference. I guess. I guess maybe one. In 2018, I got a job for a couple months. It was for an indigenous monitor. They wanted me to watch construction. And their job was in Manitoba, and I'm Treaty 1. A lot of the guys in Alberta from around here are Treaty 6. So I don't know if
Okay.
you know. So Treaty 1 was the first treaty established in Canada. So and it was in Manitoba. That was where I was born and raised. So I ended up getting transferred out there. Basically, is like they wanted someone that was around that land to represent the job. So I kind of scored a position doing that, and I really liked it, but it was only for territory, and there's not much work there, right? So,
Yeah.
but I really enjoyed it, but that was the only thing I really could think of for work where I like that was kind of like because I was indigenous or Aboriginal. But other than that, it's been pretty good for me. Like to be honest, I got pretty lucky. I met a lot of good guys, and they're just like me. They just wanted to have a better life. So I don't know have any negative things to say about it actually. Um,
In the end, that's what we're all there for, right? A better life.
well, my I grew up, believe it or not, like not around a lot of natives. I grew up like I grew up around a lot of Caucasians. So I wasn't raised on the res. My so to go back like for that, there was a treaty on my reserve signed in 1906, nationwide in Canada, and they were no longer allowed to move us if we were on a reserve. That was our reserve because it was going on. They'd move us, and then looks like you have good farmland. We got to move you now. We're going to move you to the shitty area over, and it happened. It happened.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me. My In 1907 they moved us. It was legal because in 1906 they just signed, hey, no more. But they did it in 1907. They moved us anyways, and we lived on prime farmland. We lived on prime agriculture, and we had a nice body of water from a lake close by for fish too. So it was really rich and diverse, our land. And they moved us to fucking swamp. I'm not kidding you. And it was like an hour, 2 hours 2 hours away from, maybe 2.5 hours away from where we were originally set. And we got a land claim settlement in 2008 for 120 million. I ended up getting 8,000. My daughter got 8,000. It's not a lot. And
No.
then they put 60 million into a trust fund. But basically what happened is my grandparents were in, you probably heard this before, but my grandparents were in residential schools, but they were good. My grandma and grandpa were really good, hardworking people, and they're very, like, they lost their language. They lost, they had to cut their hair and all that shit that comes with it. But my, I can't say what they went through, but I can say that they were good people. And they ended up getting their own land that wasn't treaty. And it was just like their own, kind of like anybody else gets land. They bought it, right? And they worked it. So my father came from that background where you got to work for yourself, and they grew up off the reserve, but that reserve used to be our reserve there, and but it's called Selkirk now. It's north of Winnipeg. It's a
Selkirk.
pretty,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, that used to
Yep.
be reserve, right? That used to be Peguis, my reserve, but they moved us. But so basically, I was raised around a lot of Caucasians because I was raised away from my reserve. So I picked up the language around a few people that I've met, but I have to make up my own accent. I can't talk like that. I have to try to sound like it.
Yeah.
But when you're saying like when a question comes back to like the talking to other people about you know my heritage and how it is at work, it doesn't really affect me. I don't think about it.
That's
Like
good.
I get shit like this. I got this from a Caucasian guy from Quebec. I'm not kidding you. He's like, I live close to the territory. I'll send you a sweater, and I love it. I wear it all the time. And I got this from a Caucasian guy, man. So it's like, it's cool, and I have a lot of respect for everybody, and I like to believe this is my thought on race and all that. It's like we all bleed red, man. You know what I mean? Just like
Yep.
everybody's the same inside, man. It's just
You
so
know,
that stuff doesn't bother me, man. Like,
you
Yeah.
know, once we start to realize that it's not white versus black versus native versus, you know, Asian, and it's you know, everyone else versus the government, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we have we're a powerful people once we realize that, right? It's not everybody versus each other, it's us versus them.
Yeah,
And
I have a hard time with that when I'm reading the news, and
yeah.
I kind of get mad at my own race because I'm just like, man, just chill out, man. Like, fuck, just work on yourselves now. Don't worry about what happened back. Like, yeah, it was bad, but man, let it go. Like, let's be happy now. Like, you be happy now. Don't let the past make you shit. You know what I
I
mean?
heard something really amazing today and it blew my fucking mind. Okay, I haven't heard this like this before. And it's like, you know, okay, like I can offend you, right? And you can't choose when you're offended and when you're not. Those are just your feelings, right? Like it
Yeah,
happens. So that is the only thing that you cannot choose is when you get offended. What happens next is on you, right? It's like how long are you going to be offended for? And how are you going to react to being offended? You know, those things you can choose, right? And um you know, a lot of people hold a grudge for a long time, and if you hold that grudge or you stay mad at someone for, let's say, a couple of years because they
yeah.
offended you or tried to hurt you in some way,
No,
after a certain amount of time, that becomes less about the person that did it to you, and that now is on you, right?
yeah,
Because now you're choosing to sit in that pain. Now you're choosing to be offended and dwell on that, and you're making yourself a victim, right?
yeah. That makes sense. I
And
like that
yeah,
too.
that blew me the fuck away, man. I was like, boom,
Hey,
you know.
man, I've been living that way for quite a long time, man.
I love your shit, dude. You're an amazing guy, you know, and you can see it in your videos. You know, you're genuine, and people love that, dude. You know, like, aho. You know, like you had me say it in your video, dude. You know, in the video we made, the collab we did, you're like, hey, you gotta say aho, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know,
That's a
like I
treat.
can.
That's a Treaty Six thing. Like, and then there's Tansei. There's a few different. It's for me being from Manitoba. It's so basically you're John down there. When I say we nuck, that's really what it means in our language. Dick, your name. That's and but out here it's Tagai. Like
Tagai,
for the
yeah, Tagai, yeah.
so out here it's different, right? But we nuck sounds funnier. It's like what we nuck, you know, like Tagai. It's like don't get me wrong, Tagai's alright, but I like we nuck
I'm
better.
uh I'm in North Battleford right now in Saskatchewan, and I'm staying in a hotel.
The Battlefords.
The Battlefords, right? And so, like, I went and I got into the hot tub the other night, and when I was in the hot tub, there was a bunch of Aboriginal ladies in there, like a couple
Yeah,
generations. There was a young daughter and her daughter, and then very clearly her mother, and then her grandmother. They were all sitting in there. And I can't just walk into a place and see people and keep my mouth quiet, right? Like I get in, I see them, and I'm like, well, I'm not sitting in the hot tub and just being quiet. There's people here. It's gonna be awkward if I just, you know, I'm just the only dude sitting here chilling. So I get in, I jump in, I sit down. I'm like, I look around. I'm like, aho, right? And they all look at each other and they just start fucking laughing, right? They're just like, ho, and but what that did was break the ice, right? I said
yeah,
ho. They start laughing, and then we were able to carry on a conversation the whole time I was in there. I found out more about them. They're like, hey, what are you doing here? Where are you from? I asked where they're from, and you know, the lady's daughter was just like 2 or 3, I think she was, and I'm like, I also have 2 daughters, and you know your daughter, she looks about the same age as mine, and you know, so more people need to do that. You know, like they need to communicate, they need to break the ice, they need to,
yeah,
you need to socialize. You know,
yeah.
it's important.
I think she's gonna be. I think she'll be 16 in November. She's getting up there.
Wow,
Yeah, and then the other
man, how
one's 11.
you must feel so old.
Well, you know, it's I don't know if if I didn't have like my girls, I got two girls, right?
Hmm.
I'm kind of so happy I have them because they got me through a dark time, and they give you life. Like they help me so much, and I just remember my daughter coming up to me, and I didn't really talk to many people about it, like till time went on. Like I really kept it inside, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But she come up to me, and she just your kids know you better, pretty like they know you so well because you're like, especially like my daughter. I've been around her, quite a while now, and she just knows me so well, and it's just nice having that support. I don't know, man. Like I'm pretty strong, but there was times where I thought I don't want to be here anymore, but I'm not stupid enough or cowardly enough to like take my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was pretty hard, but oh man, those kids just made me so strong, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna be around for them, and I'm gonna watch them fly away from the nest and watch them be happy, and I gotta hang around, you know. So they
Yep.
help me a lot. So I'm just so happy that they're in my life because of like I knew like that's kind of what I've been sober. I don't know if you probably know, but over 12 years now, hey. So
Good
no
for you.
drugs, yeah, no alcohol. So yeah, I had a lot of part of that. I didn't want to. I just wanted to give them a better life, and like my daughter's pretty happy. I bought her some gemstones. She got them today on Amazon, and I put her name on the package, so I got them sent to the house. I sent her some Zelda Ambios for the Switch
Yep.
because she's got Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game.
Yep.
So she's pretty spoiled. Like, but I just do that randomly for her, and it's so cool. Like, I just can't believe, like, he said, "Oh, we're old," and I think about it, and I'm just like, wow, it's going by so fast,
It's good. It goes
man.
by. My daughters are 6 and
Yeah,
3. Well, no, my oldest daughter will be 6 here in like a month and a half. And
they'll get
man,
easier, man. Like they'll start dressing themselves better, and like then they'll be cooking before you know it, and then they'll be doing their own laundry, helping with the dishes. It gets better. They'll cut your grass.
dude,
Yeah,
I don't know if I want my daughter to cut my grass until my wife fucking buys a gas mower. Right now we got an electric one for
yeah.
some reason. I don't know why my wife bought it and it's an
What's
electric one. And what's that?
what's your square or your meters or your feet for your yard? Is it kind of not bad? Big?
It's not bad. It's decent. I gotta unplug and plug in twice to get everything. I'm on a corner lot, so I also got to do the
Oh
sidewalk
yeah, yeah, yeah.
stuff
I
and
was on a
out
quarter lot
front.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it. I like it. You'll see, man, because you're gonna come to the next barbecue. So
yeah. I'll try to. I'm gonna be done, and I'm not planning on leaving until I'm done. So it's probably gonna be maybe November, and then I
you're
got to go
gonna
to
be
Fort
in
St.
camp till
John.
November.
Yeah.
Man, that's a long haul, dude.
Well, I don't want to drive 8 hours for even a long weekend. Like I'm
Yeah,
spending the day driving, then I'm spending another drive 16 hours when I could be doing stuff here, relaxing, gaming out, and I could still spend time with my daughter. I just don't want to. I
yep,
just can't do that drive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other day we had a day off here, and I'm 4 hours from home. So I had the day off,
That's
and
different. Like I've
yeah,
done like the weekend thing. I'll drive home
oh
four
yeah.
hours all the time. Yeah.
Well, we just moved back to Edmonton, right? I was in Calgary for 2 years, but my family they're not home. They're in Ontario right now
It's
visiting,
closer
right?
for you now, I bet you, to go to these
Oh
places.
yeah,
Right? Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
nice. I like it.
it is, it
It's
is.
a
So,
hub. Yeah.
yeah, so I had the day off, and I ripped home. I was gonna go get my PlayStation and bring it back. Right, my wife left. My wife left, so she's in
No,
Ontario,
man.
so
Do you need a hug?
no,
Oh, seriously.
stay. I
Okay.
do. I'll take a
Uh-huh.
hug. So she
Yeah.
left for Ontario, and she didn't want me to take the PlayStation, so she left. So
Oh
I
no.
was gonna go home and grab my PlayStation. Right. I drive the 4 hours home. I'm ripping PlayStation on for like 7 hours. I look at the time. I'm like, well, I'm not going back tonight. Then I guess it's 10 o'clock at night. I'll leave tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. and I'll get there just in time for the safety meeting. So that's what I did. I left at 3 a.m. I forgot the PlayStation.
Oh fuck! The
The
whole point, man.
whole point of going home. But hey, whatever. I recorded a podcast while I was at home too, because I arranged one on the way home, and I'm like, hey, well, when I get home, we'll record a podcast. And he's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So I got home, I recorded a podcast quickly, and I fucking gamed out after that. Had a nice shower. I've lived there for a month and a half. By the time this comes out, 2.5 months. So, 2 months, I guess. And I haven't experienced it quiet yet. So I went home, and I just got to bask in the quiet of my house. It was nice.
Yeah, I haven't had that for a while. Yeah. Well, actually, I do get that quite a bit. My daughter's pretty chill. I always ask her too, "What are you doing?" Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah, every time. She's pretty
That's
like,
funny, man.
yeah, it's pretty good. Like when you said you went home, I remember. I remember one time I came home. I was coming from Grand Prairie and I was driving to Edmonton, and my woman was like, we were just talking real fierce, just we are gonna go home and tag my woman. I don't know what happened. We just started
Fill her up.
bickering. We started bickering on something on the phone, and I got there and she wasn't there, and she took off because she didn't want to see me. I know we were arguing over, but I drove like 4 hours, and just kind of reminds you, like you went to go to PlayStation, and I went to go, get a piece of my woman, and I didn't get any. I fucking drove back. I was just ragged. It's like fuck. Just later
Well,
on, and
that's
I got back to GP, and I'm just like, fuck,
yeah. I would
whatever.
I would have done that on the way back. The whole way back, I would have been like, driving, put it on cruise control. That's gotta
That's
that
crazy, man.
that's gotta be what those fucking self-driving Teslas. They're gotta be good for something, right? So you put
Hey,
it on
man,
self-drive.
that'd
You're
actually be
down driving
pretty
down the
cool,
road. You're
man.
rubbing one out in
Yeah,
a self-driving Tesla. Fuck it.
yeah,
That
and
reminds me,
actually,
man. Sorry,
that
go ahead.
reminds me of too. Yeah, when you were in the Battlefords there, I went there to meet my woman. I was in Outlook, Saskatchewan, doing a pipe job, and I went up to see her. Nothing happened bad, but I remember she went in the ditch, and the roads were really bad. And I got her out. It was just, man, it was pretty scary, like the way she went in, and I just actually had to plan, like, how am I going to get her out? Because I was pretty confident if I tried calling the tow truck, they wouldn't be there for 5, 6 something hours because they were probably busy all out. So I got her out, I rigged her up, and anyways, yeah, I went to the hotel in Battlefords,
Which one?
and I can't remember where it was. It was shit 6 years ago.
I'm staying
It
at the
might have been
Tropical on top of the hill.
okay. It might have been the Holiday Inn then. I think it was the
Oh, I've
Holiday
stayed
Inn.
there before too. That's a nice one. I like that one.
Yeah, and I did that because of the hot tub there. I think. Yeah, we went
The
there
hot
for
tub
that.
there is really hot.
Yeah, and then I remember I took the company truck to go see her, and I didn't really ask. I just grabbed the truck and I fucked off. And of all the places, my supervisor was there, and he was meeting his wife there, and I seen him in a parking lot with my truck, and I'm just like, oh my god, he was kind of having a smoke outside. He parked his truck right beside mine, eh? Like he knew he was gonna see me. And my woman, she just looked so good. She was wearing a dress, and
Orgy.
he was cool. He was cool, man. He was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then after he told me, like, I got to give that guy respect because he could have like chewed me out, but he was cool, man. And then he told me after when I come back to work, he's like, "Hey, if you're gonna take the company vehicle, just let me know, just so I know where you're at." And he's just trying to be real cool and sly about it. But yeah, that guy is actually here. He's supervising here, and I'm really good friends with him still. But
That's
that
good,
was pretty
man.
cool. That was you were saying I cut you off. Sorry, Dick.
Oh no, man, it was all good. I was gonna say it's kind of like reminds me of a time, my wife and I were trying to have kids. We haven't had my
Yeah,
first daughter yet, and we were going to go get tested. Right, I was going to get my boys tested, and
I did that
she,
too. Yeah,
yeah, she picks me
yeah.
up from work, right, because we were working in town, And I was going right back to work afterwards, and she's like, "You got to fill this cup." Right. And I'm like, okay. She's like, so you can either do it in
Take
the
this cup,
car or on the way
motherfucker.
there.
Take this magazine.
You can either do it in the car on the way there, or you can, like, wait until you're in there and maybe comfortable. I'm like, well, I got to get back to work, so let's kill two birds with one stone, right? So, like, we're driving down the fucking road in Edmonton. I think we're going to the Royal Alexander, and
Oh
I'm in
yeah.
the back seat just giving her, right. And it's just like trying to get comfortable, and like
Just
people are
yarding.
driving.
Oh yeah.
People are driving by, right? People are driving by. You can't see. I got tinted windows, but you can't see. So people are driving by, and I'm like, you never know what's going on in the backseat of the cars you're driving by. Like I'm sitting there just beating off into a cup. Fuck.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank God
shit.
for tinted windows, man.
Thank
Fuck.
God. Turns out they're not really tinted. It was just a dark day. I took my glasses off. Oh shit. People can see.
Yeah, that'd be something fucking fierce, man.
Yeah, that was
No,
pretty
I
wild, man. It was pretty wild. I don't think I've ever, gone that hard in front of my wife before. There was so much like dedication and passion there. I was just like, put on some good music, babe. Hit a couple bumps.
oh the fuck, man. Yeah,
Shit.
that would have been pretty intense, bro.
Yeah, it was a good time. I had to go back there one other time without her, and that's when I got to use a magazine. They had like a lazy boy recliner in there, and I'm just picturing the things that these chairs have seen. If these chairs could talk, you know. Oh shit!
So
Fuck, man.
what I was thinking of doing something like for a video on the phone, and I was thinking of like kind of like, hey, Dick, and then like, like what's going on, and then like someone in the background kind of like, hey, Dick, what the fuck's this guy talking about? Like, and then they come walking in there, and then like, oh, how's it going? Like on your end, and then like, so how did it go when you're yarding before you had to go get your shit tested out, or I don't know, just something like that. Like
Oh yeah, yeah,
you gave
yeah.
me an idea, right? What the fuck, man? You guys fucking you're fucked up, Brown Sugar. Why do you always gotta talk like that, man? You're gonna get yourself fucking, like I don't know, something along the
We'll
that
figure it out.
you can
We'll
make
figure it
something
out.
good out of it. Yeah.
So here's what I've noticed with you, right? Like you're good at the script, right? Yours is pretty scripted, and like you like sent me a script there with the two videos we made, and you're like, hey, this is what you say, this is what you do. So like we'll come up with something. You send a script, and like I'll read it, and then I'll be like, or we can add this, or take away this, or do something like this.
Yeah.
Like you're pretty good with that. You're pretty good with that stuff. So yeah, we'll work on something though, man. I really enjoy those, and a lot of other people seem to as well.
Well, actually, I've been writing since 2006. I'm working on a story. I'd like to I'd like to try to save my money and try to publish it. And I know a lot of stuff's going Kindle now, but I would like to have hardcover or paperback.
Yeah, man. Hard
But
paperback and hardcover is
oh,
still a thing, man.
I think I could show it to you, bro. Where is it?
So you're writing a book.
Oh yeah, I've been doing it
Don't
for
don't lie, man. You're blue
almost
collar.
20
You don't
years.
know how to read or write, right?
Oh
Come on
no.
now.
I actually even drew my own character for the story. I don't know if you see that.
Dude, that guy looks shredded. Look at him.
Yeah, he's so here I'll show you. Oh yeah, this is what my daughter made for me.
Nice.
Pretty tight.
X-Man.
Keep that in there. Anyways, I'll show you something here. So I believe I put the start date, and I come up with my own character designs. I don't know if you can see that.
Do you freehand that? Like, you can
Yeah.
draw or you trace?
Oh
You
yeah.
got tracing paper, right?
No,
You're tracing that shit.
no, that's not traced.
Good for you,
But
man.
some of it's kind of like you know.
Why am I turned on right now?
But it's these. So I'm just showing you the characters, and this is kind of like right around the time Iron Man came out. I was thinking about something like an armored kind of guy.
That's
Notice the
cool.
bear paw. Yeah, just that's just the concept thingy. But here, I'll try to show
How long
you.
have you been working on this? 2006, you said?
Yeah, and even like try to come up with my own designs for ships.
You've been doing this shit for 20 years, just about.
Yeah, man. Here, I'll show you something
Wow.
else.
Nice. Good for you.
I got like a paper here where it shows when I started writing. Oh yeah, right there. So that's the date I started doing it. But this is all
Is
like,
that November?
yeah, 2006.
2006. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for
But this
you.
is like all pages of it, and then that's kind of like I put it into my laptop. I have to transfer it, edit it, rewrite it because I don't like it. It's gonna take me a while, and I got how you have like a story. How can I give you an example? Um, you have like Breaking Bad, and then they have Better Call Saul, and then they have like another spinoff. Well, that's what
Yeah,
that can be. It could just be a lot of stories,
that's
but
really
it's
cool, actually.
the character that you've seen on the cover, the ripped Jack Bear guy. Um, he's two different races. So his mother is kind of like a Wolverine kind of type where she can heal, and her father is like got like super strength, or not her father. Um, the husband and the wife or whatever. Yeah, the husband and wife. One can heal, one's really strong. So I have it like, and I wrote this like in 2006. So they're in BC, and I was in BC for the first time in 2003, and I just loved it. And I always thought if I had a woman, I'd bring her to BC because it's so beautiful and it's just a nice vacation kind of thing, and it's close. It's closer for us. You don't have to go to Europe or Mexico. It's right here, right? So I wrote that in there, and I have the setting where they're at a campfire, and it's beautiful scenery around them, and it's in the morning. You know, she's making breakfast, and he's out getting more wood in the bush, and then this bear comes out and attacks her, but she can heal, right? So I had it written. I might tweak it a little bit, but the character who's super strong comes over and kills this bear, but the wounded mother gets blood in her bloodstream, and the bear got his DNA in the woman that can heal, so she healed with the blood because she had a wound or whatever, but she can heal. So when her wound did heal, the blood was kind of. That's how I had it written. Like, you ever see like the beginning of Spider-Man where they or X-Men where they show like the DNA and the molecules and how they
Yep. Yep.
transform, and well, that's how I kind of want to like have that scene where the mix, and then like when the baby's born and the character's name is Bear. You know how they have Wolverine, Sabretooth, just characters that are named after animals. They don't really have a bear. They even have a
Yep.
Sasquatch for Alpha Flight. It's a Canadian superhero team. Have you ever heard of that? Alpha
What
Flight?
is it called? Alpha Flight?
Alpha Flight. Yeah.
Never heard of that.
You actually remind me of Puck. There's a I'm not
I'm
kidding
looking
you,
this
man.
up. I'm looking this up now. I'm
There's a
looking it up.
there's a character, Puck, and he's got the fucking, the same kind of like deal you got going on there.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. But anyways, Wolverine was with Alpha Flight like before X-Men. He was kind of dabbling with Alpha Flight, and there's Sasquatch on Alpha Flight, and I looked it up on eBay, but it was too fucking expensive. I was gonna buy it like the figure and try to maybe do something with it, but just to have like an action figure that's named Sasquatch, like a lot of people don't know that. I don't even think you knew that. Hey, maybe.
No.
Yeah, there's a Sasquatch in Marvel Comics. Anyways, so I have this
No,
character,
I didn't know that.
Bear. Here, just make it easier.
Huh.
Who's and these people are from a different planet, kind of like Superman's Krypton,
Yep.
but it's called Dratons. I kind of maybe copied it a little bit, but not really. But anyways, that's how he gets made. He's like half their race, half bear. But he's got his dad's super strength and he's got his mom's healing. So it's pretty formidable foe right there, right?
That
And the
is fucking
animal,
cool, man.
I thought like if it ever would be cool to see him fight Wolverine like down the road, if there was some kind of crossover or if I could sell this to Marvel, I thought that'd be, but yeah, I still got to do a lot of writing. And that's just a little bit. I have so much material in there. What's crazy is I wrote about this character. His name is Burden, and he's kind of like he loses his woman, and he just has a really dark life, and it's fucked up. Dick is I've kind of gone through that shit,
So the
so
character's kind of based off of you.
yeah. But I wrote it, like shit, 17, 16 years ago. I wrote this, and then all this shit happened to me, and it's kind of cool because I haven't written about this character for quite a while, but I'm looking forward to it because he comes later on in the story. But yeah, I just thought I'd just give you an idea. Like I just kind of went off there, sorry, but you were talking about like
Dude,
writing, but
that's
I like
dude,
to
that's the
write.
whole point. That's the whole
Yeah,
point, man. Like, so the whole point of the podcast, I don't know if you know, right? I have a mini series on my original TikTok account where, I interview other creators while we're both taking a shit, right?
nice on the
And
throne. Yeah,
it's called On the Throne, exactly. So you've seen it. And so, you know, I was trying to think of a name for a podcast. Well, I already have the name, On the Throne. So the On the Throne on TikTok is only good for 30 seconds to a minute, right? You don't
yeah.
get to know anyone in that time, right? So
No, no,
I
fuck no.
started this, right? We're over an hour into this thing now, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can you can learn so much about someone. Dude, people see your videos and they're like, that guy's funny. He's funny. You've talked about your woman a lot. He's been through some
yeah.
shit.
I
Um,
know she's just in my head a lot. It's tough.
no, and that dude, that's
Yeah,
you. That's who she is, man. She meant
yeah,
that was your world. So,
yeah, man.
you've talked about your woman and you've been through some shit. You're funny. You're an Aboriginal guy. You do the Sasquatch thing or Bigfoot,
I had
brown sugar, Weenuck,
yeah,
shit like that. And so people get to know you through like, up to 60-second long clips, right?
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
who else knew that you could draw and that you were working on this book for 20 years? Who else knew that you like built a nook shooks in your room? You play video games after work with your daughter to stay connected. You know what I mean? Shit like that, and it,
She's
it,
got a
it just
business
connects the
too.
dots.
Yeah, no, she's
It
doing
connects the
good.
dots, man. It connects the
Yeah,
dots.
no, that's pretty cool. Yeah, when you put it like that, that really puts it into perspective because I never really, well, besides my woman and maybe like a little bit of my art, I don't really go too much personal. Like,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but my daughter's got a like. You mentioned her, like she's got her own business. She's got 7,000 saved. She's such
Good
a
for
good
her.
saver. Yeah, she doesn't like spending her money because she knows her fucking dad's gonna get her stuff. But this is so. I told you about this guy earlier.
Yep.
So remember, hang on, I'm trying to get lined up. I'm gonna just try using this hand because it might be better. What the fuck's going on? Who is this guy? Is that the guy you were talking about earlier? His name's
What's
Weenuck,
up?
right? Hey, wait a minute. Oh, okay, here we go. Anyways, yeah, that's my daughter's company right there. It's
Rafting?
my,
Oh,
bear,
crafting.
it's bear crafting. Did
Bear
you hear what I
crafting.
said? Is this fucking mic working? What the fuck are you looking at? Hey man, settle down, okay? That's enough for you. Holy fuck, man! I'm telling you. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, Dick. It's really unprofessional of this fucking guy. But hey,
That's awesome, man.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys on the podcast. I don't know if I could show you. Actually, I told Dick earlier. I'll try to bring it up to you guys. 1971. You see
Wow,
that?
that was yeah.
Yeah, that's like 50 years, bro. That's how old this thing is. And I got it on eBay. It was like it was cheap. It was like $60. So like I was telling Dick, I found my mom passed away last year, and I found this whole bird, and I used the feathers from the bird for this guy, just to give him a more Aboriginal kind of look, right?
Yep.
So, and then to bring him to life, what the fuck you looking at? Oh, just kidding. But I like
Hey,
doing that for videos. Just like I want to try to do something like a series, but I tried doing it with a dog, but it didn't work out too well. I got
how how
Pluto. I
how
got
does it feel
Pluto.
having your hand up someone's ass?
Well, it's he's a little stiff. He's got a little stiff mouth. He's an old puppet. He's an old boy. He's
Yeah,
older than
yeah.
us, man.
I only usually get two fingers up there, but you were damn near to
No,
the elbow. Good for
you
you.
old fucking fister, man. No wonder he's so mad. Yeah,
No shit, dude. No shit,
I
man. I'm not gonna.
actually,
What's that?
yeah.
What's that?
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say I'm not gonna keep you too much longer here, just in case you get to play with your daughter, and I'm gonna call my wife here soon. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I got one more question, but you got to finish what you were saying, dude. Because honestly, like I fucking everything you say, dude, is more and more
Oh,
gold. You
yeah.
know,
Yes, I didn't even tell you about this one. Oh, cool. So this is my iPad. Do you know who that is?
that is someone from Star Wars, isn't that
Yeah. Well,
Kylo Ren?
I've made videos when I started TikTok. I like because I like stars. I'm a big fucking
Oh,
nerd,
I
right?
know. I've seen your lightsaber in some
But
of your
yeah, that
videos. Yeah.
Darth Revan, that's who that is. So I wanted to show you guys this, and I never showed you this, Dick. So I got this on eBay. My daughter sent me the picture. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
But I got the actual puppets. They're a little different, but I'm gonna try to make skits with them like the Deadly Cousins.
Bert and Ernie. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got this too. I don't know how it's gonna work, but you see that
Oh, that's
it's a
cool.
it's a Batman costume, and I'm gonna like. But I'm thinking about maybe making an indigenous Batman. I'm not sure, but I want to make some skits with it, and maybe
You
Bigfoot
need to
fight.
do Indigenous Batman.
That's what I was thinking, and just like I'm Batman, or I don't know how I'm gonna do the voice yet,
Yes,
but I'll
dude,
do
you
something.
just did it. You just did
But
it.
I could do like I really like the OG like Christian Bale kind of I'm Batman, like I
I'm
like that
Batman.
voice.
I'm
Yeah,
Batman.
you know, we got it on there, and I couldn't believe it. Like you're hardcore. I was fighting crime in the suit all night. It really seals in the flavor. You remember that part? You ever see that shit? Oh my
Yeah, that's
god.
fucking hilarious.
But I want to do something like you said. I think it would be funny having an indigenous Batman, and maybe like his cowl, I'll add a feather. We'll see. I'm not sure, but I
Yep.
want to make it funny. I want to make people laugh, and using the Batman handle on the tag might be cool too, right? A lot of people like Batman, and that
Exactly.
Batman, like I don't know if you've seen those videos where he's talking to Bane. He's on YouTube. He's a
Yep.
comedian. Yeah, that's I
Yep.
kind of want. I don't want to copy him, but I want to do it like the Aboriginal way. But
Is that Bat Dad, right?
yeah, I just don't know. I gotta come up with a name. Like there's so many. Like I tried doing. I wanted to try to do like a Captain America, but like the first Captain America. But I wanted an
Yeah.
indigenous because I
Yeah.
got the
And yeah,
shield. I
yeah.
got the shield at home, right? So,
Captain
but there's
America, like I was here first or some shit like that.
yeah, but kinda. But I want to make it funny. But I want to try the Batman and see where it goes. Yeah,
Oh,
coming
with
forward.
Batman, you can be like, uh, billionaire by, not billionaire. Okay, there you go. Like Res Dog by day,
Something like that. Yeah. Maybe.
Res Dog by day, fighting colonizers by night.
No, I don't know. Maybe I should get
Yes.
you to write for me, man, because
Oh
I want to.
shit.
I just want to make it like funny, and if I could try to like, if I could try to like make myself the Joker too, but an
Yeah, yeah.
indigenous Joker, I think it'd be good. Like, but funny. I'll think of it, but I want to try to make it like good though. I don't want to like just. just try to do something random. I want to like
Yeah,
write it and okay, I got to make this funny. What could I say off the hook to get their attention? Just yeah,
man.
I'm looking forward to it.
This is, dude, you're gonna blow up on social media even more than you already have. And because, dude, like, listening to your ideas here, dude, like, when you put this stuff to, like, when you put pen to paper, and then, you get it out there, man,
Yeah,
this is all gold, right? This is gold. This is stuff that's gonna blow up on the internet.
it's hard like right now because I worked 13 hours today, and you know
Yeah,
what it's like, right? You're up
yeah,
early, and then like I made my videos I made were at work, so it's just
yeah,
you got to like play by the rules. You got to try to be safe, and you
yeah,
guys still got to work, right? Like I literally made my videos on my break. Yesterday I made an ancestor video. It was after work, but I didn't get to edit it. And then today I made one. Buddy was having a Pepsi, and he had it. It was just a spontaneous. He had it. He had it like sitting right there, and I just happened to grab a Pepsi, and I usually don't drink pop, but it's
yeah,
like a native thing, right?
yeah. Pepsi.
The mascot for natives is the fucking Pepsi if you're into that. So I made a video with him, and I think he did all right. The guy was kind of handsome too. I'd fuck him, but it's no, I'm just kidding. But
No,
I
you're
made
not.
some videos with like I'm trying to make more videos with more people, and I kind of want to get more people involved because I'm kind of antisocial, and
Yeah, man.
I'm like I was in a dark world. I don't really want to share that with people. Like I'm hurting, I want them to be happy, so I try to be isolated after, but I gotta try to come out of my shell too, right?
Well, here's
So
the thing, man. Even if you're hurting, right? People
yeah,
that want to be around you, they want to know all about you, right? They want to, if you're hurting, share that with people, because that's the human condition. That's the human experience, right?
yeah,
You're hurting about that. Other people are hurting about other things too, right? Like, hey, man, I'm hurting. So by you coming out of your shell and being vulnerable like that, you're letting those around you know that it's okay for them to come out and share their pain with you as well.
well, it's good. I think I've had so many people reach out to me, and I try to DM them, like the people that really stick out in the comments.
Yeah.
I'll try to, and then there's so many people like when a video blows up, I can't message them all. I try to hit the heart or whatever, or like
Yeah.
their stuff. It's not like I'm not ignoring them, but I'm talking to my daughter at night for an hour and a half after work, and then I go to bed. And I try to go on the social media for a little bit, but I don't have a lot of time, and I'd
Yeah.
like to, but there's so many people out there that I, I haven't reached out to, and I'm very thankful for them because they're the reason why I do it, and I'm sure the reason why you do it as well, because
Absolutely. Yep.
they like what you do, so you try to keep doing it for them. So that's what I'm gonna try to keep doing, is just try to keep pushing those videos out, and then not like that's yeah. I just feel bad about that sometimes, not being able to message people. It's not like I'm ignoring them. I just
Yeah.
like right now
Yeah.
I'm tired, man. Like I
Yep.
like look at me right now. I just can you see how tired?
I try to answer back to all the messages, and sometimes some of them get lost in the mix. And like a couple weeks ago, I answered a message back that someone sent me last year. Right? And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh shit.
yeah,
And then, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. I'm just seeing this now. I'm sorry. And I,
yeah.
I answered it back, and he's like, oh, that's cool. I'm happy you saw it. And, things have changed in my life since then. So the answer is different now. But, like, and it's like, oh, well, sorry I wasn't there for you at that point in time. So,
Yeah, it's good that you're doing it though, and I think there's some people that like on my end too, man. Holy fuck, they're in a dark place, man. Like there was
yep.
one yesterday. He wasn't sounding too good. Like he was sounding like, oh, this is it. And then you ever get those people, oh, your videos really help me, and those are the people I try to reach out to first, like if I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's doing better. I just told him. He asked me, he's like, how do you do it? Like, man, like your woman passed. Like, how are you like doing that? How did you get out of it? And I'm like, you know what? The best medicine for me is being outside. The 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 land, the sky, just in the city and inside the house, it feels like a prison because you're inside, you're isolated. But I was told by this elder, he told me when you're outside and you're in the trees and in the forests, he's like, the spirits are good there. And then when you're in the city, the spirits are bad because there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of fighting, and there's a lot of emotional um, distractions in the city because it's just so cluttered. But when you go out and into the forest, and he's kind of right because when I'm out in the bush, when I go for walks, when I make my videos, I just feel good, man. I'm not gonna lie to
Hell
you.
yeah.
It's good medicine for me. It worked, but I was trying to tell him to get out, go see places like, and you might have to go out of your way a little bit to go see them, but go do it because
The
for me
best
it
places
helped,
are
man.
harder to find, man.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know. It's just so nice to be outdoors. It's just like that's the best advice I could guess give for people is if they're in a dark place, get out of your house. Go do
Yeah.
something. Get out of your house because it'll get your mind off of things. And yeah, that's the best advice I
Absolutely.
give to people. And I always tell them that
Yeah.
get outside.
Well, we
Get
talk
outside.
mental health a lot on this podcast. Actually, it's my
It's an
outlet. It's
everyday
become my outlet.
thing. Yeah, we
Absolutely.
all
And this has
deal with
become
it.
my outlet, right? As
Yeah,
well as TikTok. It's become my outlet, right? And we
yeah.
talk about mental health a lot. And, we get a lot of messages, thanks for talking about that. I didn't realize, they look at us as like alpha men or something like that. I've talked about this before. They look at us as alpha men because we work in uh, a physical labor job or, we're put on this pedestal for some reason on the internet. We just make videos and we're put on this pedestal and they see us, okay, they can talk about it, well, thank you, and now I'm going to talk about it, and that's how we heal. We heal by talking about it. The only way we get through this is together, right? So
Yeah, man. No, I'm
yeah.
with you 100%.
Yeah.
I and I learned the hard way taking it up the ass from Bigfoot. When you're together, you have to you giggle.
i
You
i
fucking
got
got it, man. We gotta know it.
I got one last question for you there,
Yeah,
buddy.
shoot.
All right, I'll
But
shoot from the dick. um
right on.
uh, uh,
Oh, clicking all over the face. Oh, oh. Holy
Oh,
fuck.
did you just lick your fingers?
Oh no. Remember
Okay.
that like a few years
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
Oh
Great. Shit. So, Mount Rushmore has four of the most influential people in North American history on
Crazy Horse. Who's the other one there? Um, Standing Buffalo, and
Standing Buffalo.
there's a couple other ones. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have four. I don't know
Um,
who. I'm not really too familiar with the famous native names. I know Crazy Horse is one of them, but I think I know where you were going with that. Sorry, but yeah,
no, it's
that'd
all
be
good,
cool.
man. If you could, have your own Mount Rushmore with four people that you look up to and
I can't even
inspire
think
to
of
be
four.
like.
I
No,
can't
you
even think
can't
of
think of
four.
four.
No, can't.
No,
No, just the famous ones.
it could be famous, alive. No, it could be fake people. Who knows? Bigfoot. Bigfoot's on there. Been a big part of your life.
I think no. You know what? I'd probably have uh, Wolverine up there because I don't know if you
Hell yeah.
guys know, but his origins, he's from Canada and
Yep,
he
Vancouver.
he grew up
Right.
around Indigenous people because it was the 1800s, and he actually married an Indigenous woman. I think her name was Silver Fox in the comics, but I think Wolverine should be up there. His fucking
Hell
claws
yeah.
sticking out of the fucking thing, like.
Just
No,
you know.
but I just really like. I don't know if you've seen my one TikTok with Wolverine where I'm coming out of the water. Like, did you see that one? I'll
I
send
think
it
I
to you.
did. I think I
Yeah,
sent it to me anyways, but I think I did
but
see it.
fuck, I just think Wolverine. I actually fought Bigfoot as Wolverine. That's how much I like Wolverine. Just because he's fucking always like he's
I
got scenes
saw
with the
that one. I believe I saw that one. Send it to
he's
me. Send it to me.
what's fucking crazy is on Alpha Flight he got into it with Sasquatch. The Alpha Flight fucking Marvel Comics Sasquatch. Wolverine fought him, and he fought Wendigo. I don't know if you guys heard of that legend, the Wendigo. So before we
Wendigo,
go,
yeah.
so Wendigo, the legend goes, there was this hunter, and he fell through a dense hole, and he got trapped down there under a log for 3 days. That's how the story goes. And he had no food, no water, and he's starting to starve. So he was in this hole, and when he landed, part of his finger broke and snapped right off. So he was laying there close to his, looking at his finger starting to decay because he's been in there 3 days. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but when you die or a piece of your body part comes off, it starts to, you know, there's a word for it. I'm not too familiar with it. But anyways, it starts dying.
Decompose.
Yeah, it starts decomposing. And it's a slow
Yeah.
process, but it happens. So he's down there, and what he does is he starts eating the finger because he's hungry and he's going cannibalistic in his mind. This happened in a long time ago, this story. And this is what I heard. This is how the legend goes for the Aboriginals. So he starts eating his finger and he starts to slowly change. And then as the time goes by, all of a sudden, he starts to to the Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Wendigo. Is that
Wendigo.
is that too loud when I do that shit?
No, fuck no, man. I'll
Okay.
I'm gonna listen to it back tomorrow while I'm at work,
Yeah.
and if I can't hear anymore, I'll let you know.
Okay. I actually
If I go
next
deaf,
time if we ever do this again,
we're
this
gonna
is
do
how
this again.
I was charging that, and the fuck I had these in my ear all day, so they were like at 17%. I don't know. It was weird. It's like, oh fuck, because I wanted to use them for the show, right? So next time I'll make sure they're charged. I actually had to like charge one while I was listening, and it's
It's
pretty
all good, man.
amateur. I don't do this shit, man.
It's all good,
Sorry,
man.
bro.
Fuck it, dude. We're gonna do it again.
Yeah,
We're
man.
definitely gonna do it again.
I'm hungry. I want to eat my snack.
I got something you can eat.
Wow. That's my 42-year-old snack. Spinach and cucumber and green peppers. Eat your greens, you guys. Eat your
Eat your
greens.
greens. Hey, Matty feeds people. Shout out to him. He's in BC too,
Bigfoot
and
food. Bigfoot food.
yeah, yeah. Uh, anyways, buddy. Hey, man, I really appreciate you coming on and doing this, and
Yeah.
thanks for coming, man. This has been a lot of fun, actually.
Is this
Um,
fucking shit live right now or what?
no, it's not. It's not live streaming. No, no, not
Oh,
live
okay.
streaming. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, I could have done a live stream if you want. If we next time we'll do a live stream.
No, it's up to you. I just didn't know what to expect. This is the first time, but if you're recording, that's even better.
Yeah, it's recording, and it'll go up in a couple weeks here because I got to finish out. We're doing Blue Collar Ladies to finish
No,
out
no, no, no,
August.
no, no. I get it. I get it. I got lots of shit I got to do too. It just takes me a while to
Yeah.
get it on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have like 4 or 5 episodes that I have that in the queue, right? That are ready, waiting to go out here. So, um, yeah, I've got a busy time in my schedule coming up. Don't know when I'm gonna get to record next. So I take the opportunity. Most of the time, it's just by opportunity that I record. So, um, yeah, it's been fun, man. This will probably be closer to episode 40. I think we're getting to 40. We're 40 deep now, so
40 deep. Yeah. It's quite a
40
run.
deep.
You had a good run. Well, thanks for coming out. just,
Well,
just about.
this has been fun.
Yeah.
I quit this now.
Yeah.
We're gonna end it on LJ, and this show's not gonna exist anymore. So see you guys later.
Sounds good. Later, man.
Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming on.